Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the ADHD Bear. Sometimes I go by Mr. Bear, and we're reviewing the Warhaven patch notes. Now, I'm gonna do a quick review of the patch notes, state of the game, state of some of these characters, give my personal opinion on it. Now, everyone might not agree with all of it, but that's fine. Like I said, it's my opinion, it's my personal opinion, and I may feel strongly about it depending on how many situations I've personally experienced, but that's okay. If you have any disagreements, I would love to hear them in the comments. So, with that, let's begin. Alrighty, so we're gonna look at some changes to Blade. Normal damage of thrust increased. Trauma of Orc Slash decreased from 8 to 60. Now, if I understand that correctly, trauma is basically, when you get hit and you get staggered. And that's fine. Blade doesn't need a lot of trauma. Whatchamacallit? Unless trauma means damage. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with like it might be damage, or it might be the stagger, but I don't know why the stagger amount wouldn't be a couple seconds. So I'm assuming trauma just means damage, and that's good. Blade swings a lot. Blade is really good. Blade is, as far as I'm concerned, Blade is a really balanced role. Like Blade is really balanced. Like he's really good. He's a really good duelist, and he's a really good skirmisher, and he's good all around. He is exactly what he should be, which is a starter character and an all-around DPS character. He's really good where he is. Okay, now on to Spike. I'm gonna let you know right now, ahead of time, I don't like Spike. As far as I'm concerned, Spike is very, very broken. In my opinion, Spike has 3 different types of guard breaks. So she has her charged ability, which is she charges it up nice and right. She just goes right through it. She also has her guard parry ability. And then she parries you and she stabs you. And also if she aims high enough, which I've seen Pike do this. Call her Spike. I'm gonna keep calling her Spike, why not? But it might annoy some people, so Pike. I'm gonna call her Spike, whatever. Anyway, so, and if she aims high enough, which I've seen her do without jumping, she'll stab right through my guard. The amount of times I've had a Spike stab me right through my guard without charging, without using a guard break, and just coming up and just boop, right in the head. It happens so much. Like, I think she's just really, I like, Blade has 1 guard parry ability, and that's it. Everything else is blockable. Like, Pike goes right. No, I think it is Spike. I'm bugging. Anyway, Spike just goes right through all of it, and I don't like Spike. I think Spike is very overloaded. I think she does too much. She does too much damage, and she has just too much versatility to go through you with her kit. And additionally, when she's dueling, right? She will hit you before you hit her. Compared to the hammer or the sword, she will always hit you, because compared to the sword, you have to charge back, swing forward, and you're swinging. There's still a distance from your side of your hip to hitting the target right in front of you. Spike just literally needs to just aim forward. They just doop, doop, doop. Like they don't have to swing. So the distance will always be closed more. But anyway, on to the patch notes. So Spear Guard is now available right after a successful block, fast counterattack. That's fine. A lot of people have that, I think. Movement speed decrease when walking sideways and backwards. I think that's a good nerf. I don't know how much movement she had before, but literally between having distance on you, right? If she has a lot of mobility, moving to the left, moving to the back, she will always outrange you because it's a spear. It is a spear by design. It's supposed to catch you. It's supposed to keep your distance. And if she has distance and can keep distance, it makes her an excellent traitor. like she can trade amazingly, which is, like I said, I think she's too strong, which I think goes to show with her patch notes, since out of everyone here, she has the most. Movement speed decreased while blocking. Good, because that means she won't be able to escape. Cooldown decreased effect of the perk Impale Speed charge from 4 seconds, -4 seconds to -2 seconds. Okay, good. She, like I said, it charges too fast. Yeah, her charge ability too fast. It's so much faster and more rewarding than Warhammer. I might be capping on the speed, but like compared to the two, it is just a much better ability than Warhammer. Because if that's the case, Warhammer has a freaking hammer, bro. I understand it's a spear, but like, give the guy some versatility. If he max charges that, give him a third stack. Give Warhammer a third stack to go right through people's stuff. Now, that might be a little strong because he does a lot of damage. It can swing a lot, but like, spear can kill multiple people with her charged attack. I've seen it personally. I've seen it, like 2 people hang off her spear with that charge. So I guess that shouldn't be an issue, but I don't know. I feel like they're giving a lot of power to a precision role compared to the literal brute force person, but I digress. So invincibility duration of the perk Impale invincibility decreased from 3 seconds to 1. I think they should at least make it 2 seconds. As much as I don't like Spike, invincibility is garbage if it's not at least 2 seconds. 1 second isn't enough. 1 second you'll charge a swing and then somebody will hit you. Like, that's not enough. I get it. I don't like Spike either, but that's a bit much. Anyway, wait time after max charging Impale decreased 2.4 seconds for 1 second. I'm assuming that's when she max charges it and she's just literally walking around waiting for somebody. I say good. Good. She just does too much. Damage of Impale decreased, as it should. It did too much damage. And it's just like, okay, yeah, Warhammer does a lot of damage, but it doesn't, you can block his ability. You can block everything from his headbutt. That if he has a perk that gives him invincibility, you can block that. You can block that ability. So, but either way, like literally it's like, oh, before it was like 270 damage. And it's not like something that was blockable, bro. That thing would straight go through your guard. I play Guardian a lot. Spikes are my worst problem with Guardian. I think it should be the other way, like, I think it should be the other way around, like 100%. Like, Shieldmen should counter Spearmen. I think so. Like, literally, it's a spear trying to go through a shield. If anybody in this game should be a counter to Guardian, it should be Warhammer. It's a hammer. They're brute force. They should be the one that's going through people, not spear. Like, if anything, right, I would be okay with like a rework. Now, again, this is just all opinionated, and this is just coming off the top of my head, so might be full cap. I'm okay with spear being more mobile and like giving her maybe like a little bit of more range and stuff like that. But take away her charged ability and take away her guard break. Make her more mobile. Make her more like a spearman. Keeping distance, keeping mobile, you know, really good at moving around the battlefield, because like it's a lightweight weapon. They're supposed to be mobile. Like at this point in the current state of the game, spear is more brute force than Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer is pretty good, but the amount of times that Warhammer shines, sometimes he comes up in the middle of a fight and he's like, hey, what's up guys? Charges up, bam, gets like 2 people. But then after that, that's it, they're done. The survivability of spear, knock my can over. The survivability of spear is just like, it's crazy, man. Like I said, spear is just really strong. And if you don't believe me that spear is strong, look at all the nerfs she got. Because she has too much in her kit. Like, it's just like literally a level 2 charge doesn't take that long. 200 damage. That nukes most people. Anyway, so Archer. I don't mind Archer. I actually think Archer's in a really good spot. Archer is like, as far as I'm concerned, right where he should be. Archer is. Give me 1 second, I'm taking some ibuprofen. Yo, Mountain Dew Energy, Peach Mango Dawn, pretty good. And as far as I'm concerned, Archer's in a really good spot. Archer shouldn't be too powerful because they're a range class. And half of the time, you're either hitting somebody or blocking. Archer, they shouldn't do too much damage, but Archer can kill you like 4 shots, which is fine. If you let an Archer hit you 3 times, you deserve to die. But yeah, no, I think Archer is a good spot right now. Like, they're not too strong, but they're Archers. They're what they are supposed to be. Far away DPS. They don't do too much DPS, but if there's a lot of them, they'll hit you from far away, as Archers are supposed to be. So, that being said, let's look at the patch notes. Precision arrow cooldown decrease 60 seconds to 55 seconds. That's fine. Movement speed decrease while aiming, as it should, because it's supposed to be a precision shot. So if you get caught while charging, you deserve to be punished for that. Shoot arrow max charging time decrease. Wait, what? Shoot arrow max charging time decrease 1.4 seconds to 1.2 seconds. That's fine. Resolve time after canceling shoot arrow decrease 0.5 seconds, 0.2 seconds. That's fine because, like I said, Archers are supposed to be mobile. Their whole kit is supposed to be like, okay, take a shot, move position, take a shot, move position, take a shot, move position. That's fine, you know? Slice cooldown decrease 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. Max damage of Hail's Bloom arrow increase from 30 to 60. I don't know about that one, Chief. That ability hurts. The ability hurts every time I get hit by it. I hate that ability. Oh man. Oh, I hate Haze Blue, man. But sure. All right, Guardian. Guardian is okay. Guardian's okay. Guardian isn't strong. Guardian isn't overpowered by any means. Guardian's okay. They literally tap you with 60-70 damage. They don't do much. Their whole thing is defense and counter-striking, which, if you're fighting against a spike, well, good luck. But yeah, like, as my time as playing Guardian, my biggest counter was Spear. And like I said, the counter to Guardian shouldn't be Spear. The Spear, it should be Warhammer that goes through Guardian, not Spear, but whatever. Like, every time a Guardian sees Warhammer, he should be like, oh, here comes big boy. Not every time he hears Spear, he's just like, run. Anyway. So, number of times shield charge cooldown is reduced upon hitting the enemy increased from 3 to 4. So I'm guessing if he hits an enemy, the cooldown is increased compared to if he doesn't hit anybody. Shield wall duration increased 6 to 7 seconds. I say, like, listen. So I'm like, because shield wall is interesting, right? It's not for dueling by design. You're there to hunker down. It's not a good dueling thing. Like, you can knock people back with it, but after that you're a sitting duck. The whole point of shield wall is to literally be a wall. Now, I don't think it's needed because I've had some good teams of Guardians. And if the flag is in like a room, they'll hunker it down. They'll shield wall the entrance. They'll shield wall this, shield wall that, and they will hunker down. And that should give them enough time, if used properly, to capture the objective. So I don't think it needs to be longer, but like, besides from defense and charging, I guess, but I don't know. Resilience gained while using shield wall decrease. Huh. Okay. I guess. I mean, they're not God. They're supposed to, like, block off an area, but I don't know. Amount of damage reduced while equipping the resilience perk decrease. Wait, really? Amount of damage reduced. Huh, so you're telling me now that you become more resilient, you lose damage? Let me look at the resilient perk real quick. I don't think it came through yet. Increases your max resilient by 2 and further increases resilience damage reduction. I don't know, I don't think Guardian does that much damage to begin with. Like literally it takes like 4 shots to 5 shots to kill somebody with Guardian. I don't think they need that. I think if anything, they need to be tougher, because like Guardians are tough, but they're not that tough. Like they're strong. They can win duels because they're defense, but like they're not crazy strong. Especially if you have like a shield break and stuff like that, you can slap around Guardians. For some people, Guardians is just snack, bro. I don't know. Anyway, so Warhammer. Damage increase when hitting enemies from behind with hammer blow. I think that's funny. I think getting a back shot increases your damage. That's great. Alright, so staggered duration increase when successfully attacking an enemy with headbutt. I think they should buff it more. No, I'm not gonna lie. Because headbutt, like all the other DPS classes, they have, well, maybe except for whatchamacallit, Archer, but they're not supposed to be fighting in the front anyway. It's supposed to be long range. They have guard breaks. Headbutt is blockable. Warhammer's max charge is blockable. His headbutt is blockable. Like Warhammer is a great skirmisher, terrible duelist. He's not good at dueling. And hear me out, right? Because when you take away the invulnerability, which they nerfed here, by the way, so it's went from 4 seconds to 2 seconds, so he's not making out of that shit alive anymore. His max charge is blocked compared to Spear, who will charge and literally walk towards you and kill you because it goes through guards. You can't block it. It goes right through it every single time. In my opinion, every time I've seen that, it goes right through it. You can't block it. It's unblockable. Anyway. So, his max charge, which takes forever, is already blockable. His headbutt, it's blockable. So, and here's the thing, Warhammer's swing is slow. Blade, Spear, Guardian, literally all hit faster than him. So if he's trying to auto attack somebody, if he's trying to basic attack somebody compared to another role, he will always get hit first. That's a bad duelist right there. And if you max charge takes too long to charge. In fact, if I dare say, Warhammer's max charge takes longer than Spear's max charge. And Spear's max charge goes through people, which I think is ridiculous. If anyone should go through people, it should be Warhammer. He's a bloody hammer. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna block this hammer with my sword. Yeah, good luck. You're gonna go with the sword sideways, or right. If you're not going to let Warhammer's charge be an unblockable, or add a perk that makes it unblockable, make it so that the ability has knockback. Because right now, you are literally just praying that people are not blocking you, catch people off guard. At this point, Warhammer is basically an assassin. He is an absolute glass cannon. He will come up behind and pray nobody's blocking, come up, kill 3 people with a single swing. Yeah, you feel great until you get until you die for like the next 5 minutes, because you just, like, people either they swarm you in skirmishes, or you just never get a chance, or you get dueled to death by a spear. I mean, he's just not that great of a duelist, and he doesn't trade well. He is just literally, if you even for 1 second fail to block, fail to guard, I will crush your skull. That's it. Which is not as intimidating if like, it's literally like, okay, it's like a scorpion. If I sting you, you die. I was like, okay, well, here's a bucket. Bonk. And if you fail to capture that scorpion and he stings you, well, that's kind of your fault. Anyway. Stuff about block dash, change the perk, block dash to block dash stability. Block dash stability makes you unstoppable, increases your defense power during block dash. I don't know. I don't think Warhammer's in a good spot right now. I think I honestly I don't think he's literally a glass cannon, and he's just like he's counter he can be countered. Anyway, Smoke, don't have problems with Smoke. Smoke is a support. I don't have issues with Smoke. Maybe they have too many dashes. They are bloody difficult to catch. They are super difficult to catch. And it's like, okay, they literally give you like a Fushru Da, and they give you a couple of dashes. That's fine though. Single healing amount of healing Smoke increase 25 seconds per second to 36 per second. That's fine. Additional healing amount of healing Smoke increase 7 per second to 12 per second. That's fine. Knockback distance of Smoke blast increase. Listen, I Smoke blasts a bunch of people away all the time. I don't think they need more knockback distance. They do a lot. Like, I've seen Smoke just walk up and just blow people out of the point. Smoke wall movement speed increase when used. Area in which projectiles can be captured widened. I mean, that's good. Apparently, like, Smoke is supposed to be able to, like, theoretically, because I have never seen it, and if I catch you doing it, I'll give you a high five and a kiss on the cheek. They're supposed to be able to catch cannonballs, bro. I think I saw a video on it. Like, they're supposed to catch cannonballs. It's awesome. I love that, but I don't see that. They're too busy, like, wearing that Germany commando outfit that I see them running with all the time, and they're just pocket healing or throwing you. Martyr. Martyr's broken. Martyr is too strong. Martyr is too strong. Martyr is, if you see this little shield here, this is a shield. She's supposed to be a tank like Guardian. She is not a tank. I implore you, right, from the amount of matches that I've had, the amount of matches that you have, how many times have you seen kill of the game and it's a Martyr getting 6 kills, 7 kills, 4 kills, blah blah blah. She does too much damage, and not only that, it's just she has too much range. Like, she just she has swing. She swings quickly, does a lot of damage. She two shots people. Most people she two shots, besides from Guardian maybe. And then she also has punishment, which they nerfed, which does a spin around move and does more damage. And then she also has a counter strike ability. It's just like, Martyr's too strong right now. She's supposed to be a tank by design, and I think her design isn't bad, but her kit's definitely overloaded and she does too much damage. They need to nerf her damage, and they need to do, because it's just like, literally, if 2 people hold on to their immortality, which is fine, I get it, you decided to hold on to it and funnel it with your team and use it strategically, that's fine. But the amount of times at the end of the game where there's 3 to 2 martyrs, you just can't play the game. And I think that by design is too much. Like, I feel like it should take 3 players to kill 1 immortal. You know, because that's the whole thing. You literally wait till you charge up to become this special being. Like, 3 people should be able to kill you, but instead it takes a whole platoon to kill Martyr, and Martyr can just come out of it alive. And she's also extremely tanky. I think, like, it's just like, pick one. She's either DPS or tank. That's all I have to say about that. But either way, punishment cooldown increased from 15 seconds to 45 seconds. So if you don't know what punishment is, I will pull it up. Let's see here. Okay, so punishment. Delivers a quick strike immediately after taking damage from an enemy. And then also they like, that's fine, but it's just like, they also need to nerf Indomitable. Swing your shield while charging forward to break through an enemy's defenses. Yeah, her control, this is difficulty, control, complexity. She's not complex. Like, it's just, she's too much. Anyway, back to the patch notes. So, excuse me. So normal damage changed to trauma. Enemies no longer can be killed with punishment. So trauma is the stun, I guess. No, or maybe trauma is still damage. I don't know. I don't know what trauma is. The wording is weird. Knockback distance increase. So now they're making punishment more of a CC ability than damage, which is fine, but again, I think she's overloaded. Alrighty, so Raven. Movement speed increase to match that of other combatants. I don't know, I don't think Raven needs more movement speed. I don't think she needs to be on par with other people just simply because she can do a lot of damage from far away. She already has a ghost ability where she can just go, like, phantom away, like literally become a phantom and just phase away. Like, she already has a lot of escapes. She doesn't need more. Movement speed of endued increase. Armor piercing damage of Phoenix Strike decreased. Thank you. Like, dude, I've seen 2 Ravens and they just blow up points. Like, they're ridiculous. Armor piercing damage from 75 to 45. Good. Armor piercing damage of Rain of Talons from 100 to 60. Good. She just does too much. Wind Lance generation speed decrease 0.1 second per lance. Stagger duration of enemies hit by basic attacks decrease. Enemy stagger duration by horseback charge decrease. I mean, I don't think Darkgate I thought was like a meme after her. After I thought he was just like a meme until I started seeing people actually use him to his full potential, and then I realized he's really good. So I don't know. I don't really have much opinions on Darkgate. Hoet. Immobilization effect added to enemies who are attacked by Hoet. I might be saying his name wrong, but I'm thinking Poet, so I say Hoet. Normal damage has been added to sprint attack and now will kill enemies. Normal damage plus 20 added. Immunity. The movement speed increase from protective speed is protective shield is removed. Mortal power used during immunity increase. And then bug fixes. Fixed a bug where Warhammer's headbutt was available without cooldown. Really? Fix an error where Archie's position arrow aim is actually shooting spot differed. I don't know. Oh well. So those are the patch notes. That's how I felt on it. If you have any disagreements, please leave a comment. I'd be glad to hear your opinion on it. But anyway, have yourself a good one.